From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, our quad cams are showing some warm temperatures and even some rain showers across mid-Michigan, and those are going to continue throughout just a little bit of the morning hours. Temperatures across the area: 51 degrees in Jackson, 51 in Marshall, 51 in Lansing, 52 in Charlotte and Mason. Satellite radar showing just a few little showers here or there, and we'll continue to see just some cloudy skies and very warm temperatures throughout the rest of the day, back into the 50s throughout the rest of the day with cloudy skies. All the rest of the forecast coming up in just a little bit. 6 News This Morning starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News This Morning.
Good morning and happy Saturday. Today is December 28th. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Megan Vaselli, filling in for Karina Prieto. 6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories. As we get ready to celebrate the new year, we wanted to take some time to break down some of the biggest changes coming to Michigan, with a series of new laws set to take effect starting next week. First, all Michigan eggs will need to come from cage-free hens, and all factory farms that use cages will be banned throughout the state. It's part of the effort to boost awareness for the welfare of animals. Another new law requires every Michigan school to have a defibrillator on hand and staff members who know how to use it. Starting in June, every license renewal through Michigan's Secretary of State automatically makes you a registered voter if you meet the criteria. And finally, one of the most controversial changes revolves around tipped wages. By the end of January, all workers will make nearly $12.50 an hour as their base pay. Restaurants have warned this could put them out of business. However, we might see an early effort from state Republicans to block this legislation. Another big change we could see in the new year comes at the federal level in the form of a TikTok ban. But now the incoming Trump administration formally is asking the Supreme Court to consider pausing the ban to give the company time to work something out. At first, President-elect Donald Trump was suspicious of the Chinese-owned social media app, but after seeing the reach it had during the election, now he wants it to stay. Mr. Trump even met with the head of TikTok at his Palm Beach estate to discuss the future of the company. Congress already came together to pass a bipartisan bill forcing the company to either sell to an American owner or face a ban. This came in response to fears from tech experts that TikTok has become a tool for China to spy on Americans. Mr. Trump did agree there are security risks, but he wants to work through in order to avoid a total ban. And while the TikTok debate continues, one thing seems pretty clear. China does want access to American cell phone data, and experts say they're getting better at stealing it. The White House confirmed this weekend it found evidence of hacking at 9 of the biggest service providers in the country. Government officials say they're still trying to figure out just how big this hack was, but it's possible the Chinese government was able to access call logs, metadata, and confidential messages. Right now, U.S. officials believe the goal of the attack was to identify cell phones that belong to important members of the U.S. military and government. Once they know those numbers, they can single them out for more advanced hacking. White House officials say it's a concerning development showing gaps in our national security. Also at the federal level, members of the incoming Trump administration seem to be at odds over how to implement key parts of Mr. Trump's immigration policy. It's turning into a battle between immigration hawks and business leaders about who deserves a shot at the American dream. The argument spilled out on social media this week as members of the new Department of Government Efficiency said the government should do more to protect the work visas of highly skilled workers like computer programmers and engineers. Meanwhile, far-right activists argue the Trump administration needs to prioritize policies that benefit American workers rather than encourage foreign competition. However, Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk, both slated to head this new department, say this issue is personal. Ramaswamy was born into an immigrant family, while Musk immigrated from South Africa to pursue a career in tech. We have an update this morning on a plane crash in Kazakhstan that killed 38 people and hospitalized 29 others with serious injuries. U.S. officials now believe a Russian air defense system shot down the plane, although they stress the investigation continues. Survivors have said they heard loud explosions shortly before the plane went down. Air defense systems had been on high alert in that area due to the threat of Ukrainian missiles and drone attacks. 10 years ago, a Russian surface-to-air missile was accused of bringing down a Malaysia Airlines flight, killing the nearly 300 people on board. So federal officials say it's not unheard of. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, a missile attack from Israel hit an airport in Yemen just as a passenger plane came to land. We're told the explosion almost killed the head of the World Health Organization, who was waiting for a flight nearby. Here in the U.S., travelers aren't worried about heading through a war zone, but instead focused on long lines and potential storms amid peak holiday travel. The TSA says so far this year, it has seen its 10 busiest days ever at security checkpoints. On those days, agents screened an average of 2.9 million passengers. Meanwhile, severe storms throughout the country led to nearly 800 flight cancellations just this past Thursday. For those driving to their destinations this holiday season, gas prices are relatively low. In fact, according to Gas Buddy, they're the lowest they've been in more than 3 years.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we're seeing those quiet conditions this morning. Just a few rain showers across the area, so the roads are going to be wet, and we're going to see just a little bit more of some rain showers overall. And on our final weekend of this year, we'll see those temperatures quite mild. 51 degrees in Jackson, 50 in Hillsdale, 52 in Charlotte, 52 in Mason, and 51 in Lansing. Satellite radar, we did have a little bit of those rain showers move through overnight. We're now just left with just a little bit of some drizzly conditions, and that's going to continue throughout the day, but I do think we're going to see a dry and mild day. As we head throughout the day, those rain showers do come to an end. We're just stuck with some clouds and just some quiet conditions overall for tonight. Winds, though, will start to be gusty around throughout the day into the teens to 20 miles per hour, gusting to 20 to 30 miles per hour at times. So yes, it's going to be warm, but it's going to be a little bit breezy, which could make things feel a little bit cooler for the day today. Temperatures into the 50s, 53 degrees, which is well above average. Typically for this time of year, we're into the 30s. 33 degrees is our average, but we'll continue to see those cloudy skies throughout the rest of the day. Temperatures dropping back down into the 40s for tonight, but still we're going to see those temperatures into the 50s for today, 53 degrees with a little bit of some clouds today, and those rain showers are going to start tapering off so the windshield wipers can get a break. But as we head into tomorrow, you'll be needing them as we have some heavier rain move back into the forecast for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's an interesting holiday season forecast.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Rain instead of snow.
Yeah, I had the windshield wipers going on my way in this morning.
So did I.
Wait a second, what's going on? All right,
just
Kelsey, thank you. Well, coming up,